long as the money's vital. Late night in the casino, I watched him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep the whole in hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside the monster himself, Zhu Khan, fighting out of Beijing.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
How will these two fighters handle the... We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Both men step back for just a moment. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Only catching air with that hook. The charts action from both of these fighters. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last. On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Nice job getting that punch through. Figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice punch. punch. Catch and shoot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. And around there. The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there against. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. Oh my God, Johnny! The monster! Dazed! And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jukan in that last one. Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. Jab does not score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
That jab doesn't find a home. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Somebody don't...
Things Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. And he scores with the counter. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You don't want to trade shots. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
And he misses with that straight left. That one lands. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Beautiful counter punch. Two were made for each other. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Jukan in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good counter punching. That uppercut misses. jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. But this is the danger spot.
He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go. Beautiful counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missed with that right uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that right jab just misses. A perfect counter lands. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the... Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh. It's Roy Jones. It's the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the ring.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. The left jab is landing at will. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with the left uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
The reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Good punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. And that hook misses. Just misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good one. And he scores with the counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Quick punch scores. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That big hook doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every...
Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. What a punch. There's a counter shot. Big punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?